Flosstube, and welcome back to my channel. I am Heather, the 20-minute stitcher, and I am coming to you earlier than I said I would. First, I want to give a big thank you to those of you who watched my very first Flosstube video, and especially those of you who subscribed. I'm so grateful, and I feel so blessed and flattered that you saw something you liked and are interested in seeing more. I know in my very first video I said I would probably upload every 2 weeks, but I've been having a lot of fun stitching. I've been having a lot of fun seeing people subscribe to my channel and answering the comments that some of you have left. So I decided, why not try and do a weekly update? It'll help make sure that I keep stitching. Plus, I have a couple of really cool things to show you guys today. So let's just jump right into it. So in today's Flosstube, kind of three things. One, wanted to show progress on the one pattern that I was really focusing on this week. That's the Murder of Crows pattern. I'm almost done with it. I'll probably finish it. I shouldn't say probably. I will finish it this weekend. And then I have a little surprise to show you related to something I talked about in my first video. And then it is March, and while I am not necessarily a big college basketball fan, it is March Madness. I know that there are lots of other Flosstubers who do March Madness types of programs, and I decided I would maybe do my own little March Madness, and so I'm going to ask for the help of all of you in deciding what I stitch in March as part of my own personal 20-minute stitcher March Madness. So let's just jump right in. So first I wanted to share the progress that I have made on my Murder of Crows pattern. I forgot to take it out of the Q-snap, but I did want to, let me just take it out really quickly while I'm talking. So this is, I'll have to put on the, in the description, the pattern maker, but I did get this off of Etsy. I think this was Casey Crafts and Stitch or something along those lines, but did want to show it is almost done. So I have the border completely done. I think I have maybe 2 crows left and a couple branches, and then the crescent moon at the top. So this is almost done and will be done this weekend. I'm not quite sure what I did. I clearly didn't center it, which is kind of annoying to me as I'm stitching it, but obviously no one will know the difference once it is framed, since that is what I plan to do with this pattern, is to frame it and have it available in the autumn and Halloween season. Okay, I was totally wrong on who the designer was. I'm glad I looked it up. The designer is Witch's Garden Crafts on Etsy, and again, the pattern is called A Murder, for A Murder of Crows, using all, or I guess I should say both, of the called for colors in that pattern. Also really excited to share with you, if you will recall in my very first video, I shared a little bit about how I started stitching. And the story I shared was when I was 6 years old. I was watching my mom cross-stitch a project and decided I wanted to stitch something as well. And so I drew pictures for my grandmothers for Mother's Day that my mom then charted. And I was going to stitch for them as Mother's Day gifts. Didn't happen, right? Well, giving them as gifts didn't happen. My mom watched my first video, thanks Mom, and sent me a text that said, I'm pretty sure I still have one of those, and I think I know exactly where it is. So my surprise today is to share with you my very first cross-stitch project, which actually is finished, but I am 99% sure that my mom finished it with the thinking that we would then send it to my grandmother, but we did not. So that is to the benefit of all of us. You all can get a nice laugh out of my very first cross-stitch project. So remember, I drew this picture and then my mom charted it. So this is my very first cross-stitch project. That is my Grandma Katie and my Grandpa Bud. I think drew them going out to dinner for Mother's Day. But this is my very first Mother's Day project. And I don't know, if you get in close, you can sort of see, probably tell the difference of which ones I stitched and which ones my mom stitched. You can really tell if you look at the back, right? Find all the spots where there's lots of tangles and knots, and those are the pieces that little 6-year-old me stitched, and the cleaner areas are the ones that my mother filled in. So I was really excited to find this. neither of my grandparents are with me anymore. So even though I never gave this to her, sort of just seeing what 6-year-old me wanted to give her is a nice thing. But I thought I would share that. If any of you have pictures of your very first cross stitch project and want to share them in the comments, I would love to see them as well. But that was 6-year-old Heather and her mom helping her finish. So I wanted to share that with all of you because I just thought it was super cool that my mom actually still had that somewhere and that she knew where it was. All right. The last thing for today's video, this is going to be a short one. I don't have any haul. I'm back to stitching from stash. The murder pattern is really the only thing I worked on this week because I'm so close to finishing it and I'm having so much fun stitching on it. So those two things are keeping me really motivated to keep stitching on it. But because I am going to finish it this weekend and it is March, I thought we would do a fun March Madness thing. And I'm going to let you all pick what I stitch on for the next week and maybe longer. So here's how I'm going to do the March Madness game. I know a lot of people do brackets, right, where they'll have 2 patterns go up against each other and have people vote as to which pattern they want them to work on, and then they move up in the bracket and so forth. I think what I'm going to do is just each week, I'm going to offer up 2 patterns. Maybe there'll be 2 new patterns. Maybe it'll be 1 pattern that I was stitching on already, and maybe a new pattern. Maybe it'll be the same pattern you all voted on the week before to see if you want me to keep working on it. Maybe it'll be the pattern that lost the week before to see if you want to give it a second chance, right? So I have 2 patterns, and I would love for you to vote on which one you would like to see me work on by leaving a comment and letting me know. So one is a pattern I showed last week. The other is a pattern I started last week, just because I apparently don't have enough patterns as whips already. So the first one is my office decoration one, the I'm positively bedeviled with meetings, the Moira Rose quote from Schitt's Creek. I have started both of these patterns that I'm showing today. So haven't touched this one this week. So you can see like it still is just the same 3 letters that it was last time. So if you would like me to work on this pattern for the next week, just comment, add a comment with the word meetings in it, and that will count as a vote for me working on this one next. And it is going head to head with Bent Creek Fall Lla Lla, which I recognize it's March. It's nowhere near to fall. Autumn is my favorite season. This pattern just gives me warm fuzzies. I think it's cute. I think it's funny. Llamas are adorable. And I did start this one as well, just because I felt like it. So I have 1 leaf and the beginning of the word fall. So if you would like me, clearly I'm reusing a piece of linen from a pattern that I started and didn't finish. If you would like to see me work on this pattern this week and share my progress in my next video, then please comment with the word fall. So that is really all I have for this video this week. So this one will be a short and sweet one, a little, well, I shouldn't say a little, about half the length of 20 minutes. But I am, again, so grateful for those of you who have already subscribed and watched and have returned to watch this video. If you are new to my channel today, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me. And I hope that you will come back. So if you liked this video, please click that like button. I would love to have you subscribe. Obviously, my channel is new, and so it's really easy for me to respond to comments and things of that sort, but I do intend to continue doing that. One of the reasons that I started this channel is to put myself out there and make myself more a part of the community. You can watch in my first video, I talked a little bit about why I started this channel. There are a few different reasons, but one of them is I have been through a lot personally in the last few years, and I am an introvert by nature. So I love to stitch, always have, and so am challenging myself to get out there and meet more people and be a part of this fantastic community. So I hope you liked what you saw. I will be back again next week with more progress. Let me know what you want to see me work on this coming week, who you want to win my first March Madness bracket. Again, it was the meetings. Comment with meetings for the Positively Bedeviled by Meetings pattern, or comment with fall for the Fall Lla Lla pattern. And next week I will have a finish for you of the Murder of Crows pattern, and I will show you the progress that I have made on whichever pattern wins the March Madness bracket. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Spring is around the corner, and great things are coming. So thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to see more. Like the video if you want to see more. Let me know in the comments your first project that you worked on, which pattern you want me to work on for March Madness, and anything else that you want to share. I look forward to getting to know you and for us spending more time together in the future. Have a great day.